안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 이거 어떻게 하지? 잠시만요. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here. And perfect. There we go. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 네, 안녕하세요. 마야 씨죠? 반가워요. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 이거 이렇게 보자. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 잘 지냈어요? 옷이 이렇게 됐습니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 그래요. 셀라 씨 반가워요. 안녕하세요. 다들 잘 지냈어요? How have you been, guys? It's been a while, a week. Or maybe some of you guys already watched my lesson before, right? Selena, so busy with school and I couldn't attend your classes. That's totally fine. You can still join us, right? I'm good, thank you, Shada. How are you? 오늘 좀 정장 차림이에요. I wear the suit today and look a bit more professional. 네. 좋아요. Let's wait a little bit more and then let's get started. Today I'm planning to have some chit-chat time after this lesson. I'm gonna open another streaming and then we're gonna have just talk, just general talk. And we do have a guest today, so that'll be fun. This is my first time in your class. Vanessa 씨, 안녕하세요. Yeah, welcome to join. Hope you're doing well too. Stay safe, of course, you too. 안녕하세요, 아니타 씨. 네. Will this live be deleted? I'm planning not to at the moment, but eventually, in the future, maybe. How was I? 좋아요. Let's wait a few more minutes and then let's get started. Okay? 좋아요. 반가워요, 여러분. Thank you for joining today. 나스라 씨 안녕하세요. I think today has less delay. Gladly I found a way to organize this. I hope. I really hope. 네. 다들 잘 지냈어요? How have you been, guys? How's everything going? Unfortunately, my Christmas plan has cancelled because England, they're having tier 4. They just made a brand new tier, so that we can't really travel, we can't even go out. I mean, I've been staying at home entire this year, unfortunately, but yeah, sadly, that's about it. Yeah. 좋아요. 잘 지내고 있어요? 우리 저번 시간에 지내고 있어요 배웠어요. We learned 고 있어요 the other time, right? All right, we have 12 people here. Let's actually read out your who's in here today. Okay. 좋아요. Thank you for waiting, guys. Today it was a bit late. Unfortunately, I was quite busy. All right. So 아이예 씨, 안녕하세요. 아무디 씨, 아무디. 키라 씨, 안녕하세요. 혹시 있어요? Nobody is here? 메디 씨, 안녕하세요. 미나 씨 있어요? 민경 씨 있어요? 안녕하세요. 사프라 씨 안녕하세요. 아무도 없어요? 우리 그룹에서 누가 있나요? 수라비 씨 안녕하세요. 누루 씨 안녕하세요. 누린 씨도 안녕하세요. 마두미타 씨 반가워요. 안녕하세요 사프라 씨. 좋아요. 우리 얼마나 사람들이 들어오나 한번 봅시다. Let's see how many people join today, right? Okay, guys. So we were doing. Let's just get started, right? Because I've been already like delayed this session, and yeah, I don't want to delay more. So let me actually share the link to other people first before we start. Just 1 second, please, guys. 좋아요. Okay, here. I'm not fully sure like how to spread this, you know, the class thing, but it seems like a little bit difficult. I have no idea. I mean, I'm happy to have only us, of course. Today's A1 lesson, right? A1 class is starting now. Oh, I actually had to change the word. I don't know how should I change it here? No idea. I mean, the title and everything, it seems it's wrong. There we go. I found it. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is not absolute beginner level. It's a Korean English group class. It's a C class, and so originally it's a A1 group, and this will be our, what lesson is it? Can't really see. What was it? There. 잠시만요. Okay, almost there. It's quite loading. 잠시만요. Let's grab it from here. So it's 18th lesson. Whoa, it's been a while. Did you learn a lot from me? Yep, I just changed it. Cool. And then I think that's about it. There we go. 네, 안녕하세요. 18th. Yeah, Monisha 씨, do you remember? Yeah, it's been ages, right? 안녕하세요. With 아무디 씨. 네, okay. That's been a while for sure. It does. Okay, so today, so let's review quickly, right? Let me switch it to here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's quite a real time. That's amazing. Cool. So we were doing 고 있어요 the other time, right? 고 있어요. I am doing something. So we were doing this one. Where's my pen here? Okay. So here we go. 저는 물고기 친구들이랑 한국어를 공부하고 있어요. Sorry for my handwriting. 저는 물고기 친구들이랑 한국어를 공부하고 있어요. And then we were watching TV a couple of days ago. 우리는 이틀 전에 TV를 보고 있었어요. Right? 우리는 이틀 전에 TV를 보고 있었어요. And then we learned this term, right? 그저께. Or if you want to say a couple of days ago, or a few days ago, you can actually say 며칠 as well, right? So we were learning this one. A day ago, 하루 전에, 하루, 이틀, 사흘, 3 days, 나흘, 4 days. We can get confused between these two, but be careful. 사흘 is 3 days, right? 닷새, 엿새, 일에, 여들에, 아흘에, 열흘, 열흘. 보름, right? And then 한 달. One second, guys. I think I should have shared this one to important group. There we go. Okay, guys. So that's what we did. 안녕하세요. 소 작가님, 안녕하세요. Okay, so today, so let's actually continue with practicing 고 있어요 form, alright? So 고 있어요, right? So let's say I was. Let's make it past tense again. I was. What will be good? I was cooking 떡볶이. Oh, 떡볶이. I'll just write it in Korean. 떡볶이. Last week, let's say. Okay. How do we say this? I was cooking 떡볶이 last week. So start with the subject first, right? Find the subject is the most important thing. 저는. What is last week, guys? Last week. Last week. Last week. Anyone? Last week. Week is 주, right? Last week. Nobody? Last week. Anyone? 저번 주. Or we can also use it 지난주 as well. 저번 주 will be last week and 지난주 previous week. More like a past week. Alright? So it's interchangeable. 저번 주 떡볶이 소 작가님 누구세요? 저는 저번 주에 Let me write it a bit more clear. 저번 주에 떡볶이를 배고프네요. So hungry right now. 떡볶이 object, right? 떡볶이를 cooking. You guys are welcome to join here. I think I know who you are, by the way. Are you Chan? Or 맞춰보세요. 모르겠어요, 사실. I'm not fully sure, to be honest. 저는 저번 주에 떡볶이를 cooking 뭐예요? Cooking. Well, we learn it as 요리하다, right? 요리하다. However, 요리하다 is a little bit written form because we're using the 한자 word, right? So I personally prefer to say 만들고 있었어요. So we, instead of using cooking, because it's more, 요리 means cuisine, right? So I was like, it's a bit more, how do I say, more serious, like more like a dish, like something, it's a bit different. So we rather use 만들고 있었어요. Alright, are you guys following? Yeah. Of course, 요리하고 있었어요. That's fine too. However, 만들고 있었어요 for spoken term. Okay. 저는 지난주에 떡볶이를 만들고 있었어요. Right? Let's say, let's put future tense into it. Okay. So we will be. Will be. We will be. What verb shall we use? We will be boiling water. Sounds funny. In an hour. Yeah, we will be boiling water. I mean, of course, this grammar, well, rarely use it, right? But I want you guys to practice 고 있어요 form with future tense, alright? So, how do we say in an hour? Anyone knows? In an hour. In an hour. Nobody? I want some interaction, guys. You guys have to type it. Go for it. Are you guys there? We'll be dancing tomorrow. Let's do that. Okay, next one. We will be boiling water in an hour. Let's say this one first. So, 1시간. Yes, 1시간, right? Using the counter 시간. So, can we put 저번 주에 after 떡볶이? Yes, of course, it's interchangeable. 저는 떡볶이를 저번 주에 만들고 있었어요. So, well, originally, it's generally we prefer to just make sentences like this way, right? So, 저는 저번 주에, so like not important stuff goes first in Korean, right? And the most important thing will be in the end, like tense or grammar, the verb kind of thing, or object, right? However, if you want to emphasize into 저번 주에 like that, then yeah, of course it's good to put right before the verb, right? 저번 주에 떡볶이를 만들고 있었어요. 저는 떡볶이를 저번 주에 만들고 있었어요. Yeah? So it's switchable. However, right before the verb is always extra important, okay? So think that way. 우리는, anyone can do this one. 우리는 1시간 in an hour. So that 안에 1시간 안에 water 물을 what was to boil? If you guys watched my 떡볶이 video, you probably know this verb. Which one is it? Anyone knows? Yes? No? Boil. What's to boil? 끓다. So something is boiling, then that's 끓다. But if I am making it boiled, then 끓이다, right? So there is an active verb and passive verb. You have to keep that in your mind. 끓다, active verb, 끓이다, passive. Okay, so we are making it boiled, so that we need to put the passive verb, right? So 물을 끓이고 있었어요. 있을, sorry, future tense. 있어요, 있을 거예요. Okay? 우리는 1시간 안에 물을 끓이고 있을 거예요. Okay? So when we were gonna use this sentence, maybe like, oh yeah, come back. We will be boiling water in an hour. So come back before then, kind of way, right? 우리 1시간 안에 물을 끓이고 있을 거예요. 얼른 오세요, right? Something like that, I guess. Okay, so Monisha suggested this sentence. We will be dancing tomorrow. We'll be dancing tomorrow. Are you guys there? Nobody's answering with sentences. You guys should try it. 수라비 씨 있어요. 좋아요. So, how are we gonna do? We are here. Yep. Okay, 좋아요. So we'll be dancing tomorrow. Anyone can try. 우리는 I actually had an injury on my finger for some reason. I feel really a huge pain in there. I think some muscle was stretched by accident. So yeah, my handwriting is worse today. Sorry about that. I have no idea, so I'm just listening. Ah, gotcha. So 우리는, so I mean, let's try one by one, right? 우리는, find the subject. Tomorrow. 내일. Right? 내일. Dancing, how do we say dance? To dance. To dance. 춤을. Object, right? 춤을 추다. Okay, in Korean it's kind of important to add the object, right? For example, in English you say I am eating pizza, for example. I am eating pizza, then that's fine, but you don't really have to say pizza like what you're eating. You actually can say I am eating. 저 먹고 있어요. But in Korean 저는 먹고 있어요. It's not good enough, right? We always require to put an object, right? So 저는 밥을 먹고 있어요. Meal, not the meaning of rice. It's 밥을 as a meal. I'm eating meal right now, right? So 우리는 밥을 먹고 있어요. 저는 밥을 먹고 있어요. Like that. So you must. It's usually requirement. Okay, so object is quite important, alright? So 우리는 내일 춤을. Let me push this one down. 우리는 내일 춤을 추고 있어요, right? 있어요, but will. So 있어요, 있을. So for the future tense, so think about it. Dance first, so to dance first. So 춤을 추다. 추다 is the verb. And then 고 있어요. That's the be doing. I am doing. So 고 있다. And then you must add the tense in the end, right? So future tense 을 거예요. That's why you are taking this tense, the infinitive forms off. 추다, take 다 off, take away. 고 as well, 고 있다, remove 다 away. So 춤을 추고 있, and then L. There's no space to put the L in the bottom, so that you have to create another syllable L here, right? However, you can't just leave it like this, right? So that it requires circle for emptiness, for also emptiness of the verb, okay? The verb, sorry, vowel, sorry about that. 있을 거예요. 우리는 내일 춤을 추고 있을 거예요. We'll be dancing tomorrow. But with this grammar, 고 있을 거예요, it's actually working better with a specific time. Okay? 우리는 내일, the whole day? No, right? So 우리는 내일 한 3시에 춤을 추고 있을 거예요. So a bit more, it has to be a bit more specific time. Okay? Does it make sense, guys? What if we say, we'll be dancing tomorrow with you? Then we'll be changing 거예요, 개요. No. 개요 is another grammar. So 을 거예요 is will, right? 개요 is more like I promise that I will. So it doesn't have a meaning of I will do it with you, right? It has a meaning of I promise that I will do, right? So 거예요 and 개요, actually let's talk about it, because I usually don't teach 개요 at this moment, but because we have the question, why not? So 거예요, 을 거예요, right? 을 거예요. First, 개요, 을게요 usually, right? 을게요. So, right? Does it make sense? So, 저는 뭐뭐 할 거예요. Then, that's generally I will do. Just literally, I will do that. Just you're talking about just general I will eat, I will go, I will, 저는 학교에 갈 거예요. I will go to school. 저는 학교에 갈게요. I promise that I will go. Okay, so it has a promise inside. It's a future tense, yes, however, I will promise that I promise that I will promise that we'll do something. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so if you want to say I will be dancing tomorrow with you, then you have to put with you in some here. 우리는 내일 춤을 you have to add here, or 우리는 내일 with you. So 당신이랑. So instead of 당신, you have to switch to the person's name in general, right? 당신이랑, 당신하고, or 당신이랑, right? 춤을 추고 있을 거예요. Does it make sense? Okay. Do you have any questions, guys? All good? Any other questions? My camera is getting too 잠시만요. It's getting darker and darker. Okay. Anybody has a question? Okay. Today I'm trying to be a bit calm because I'm always like so I'm just trying to be calm today. So if you don't talk much, then I will be like, giving the information. I don't want to do that, guys. Please help. I want some fun lesson. Okay, let's put a negative form. It's also simple. You can just put 저는 안 할 거예요. Yeah, 안 or 못 할 거예요. Those two. You can just easily add the spoken form of negative, right? So let's actually say, put this one up. That's for the question. I'm not. I am not. I'm not speaking in Korean. My handwriting. I'm not speaking in Korean. Yeah? I am not speaking in Korean. So it's a quite simple sentence, yeah? So, 저는 Korean. In Korean, guys. In Korean, what was the preposition for it? 저는 한국어, Korea language, 한국어. In Korean. In Korean, guys. In Korean. 한국어로. Right? In language, 로. Right? 한국어로. Speaking. What is speak? To speak. 말하다. Right? 저는 한국어로 말, of course, 을 is skipped here. 말 안 하고 있어요. 하고 perfect 사프라 씨 잘했어요. 네, 저는 한국어로 말을 안 하고 있어요. Some people they put it here like 안 말하고 있어요. But technically it should be before the verb, right? 말하다 just became a verb. That's why 안 말하고 있어요 is kind of okay, but in general it should be in between the verb and the object, right? So 말 안 하고 있어요. 말 안 하고 있어요. Okay? So let's try to make it written form. Do you guys remember that? Written form. What was the written form? I am not written form. Do you guys remember? We actually did it a few lessons ago, I believe. What was it? Did we actually do this? Oh, yeah, we did. We skip 을 after 말 because of 안. No. I mean, it's obvious as it has to be. It's obvious object, right? So in general, Koreans when they are speaking, we usually just skip the obvious ones, right? So that's why 말 안 하고 있어요. 말을 안 하고 있어요. Of course, that's correct as well. So I would say 저는 한국어로 말을 안 하고 있어요. I would put 을 there though, right? But it's not always necessary. That's what I meant. What I mean. Okay. Do you guys remember don't and cannot? So here, don't spoken form is 안. Remember, and then cannot spoken form is 못. So it's simple. However, when it comes to written form, bit different. Do you guys remember? 지 않다. 저는 아침에 파인애플을 안 먹어요. 저는 아침에 파인애플을 먹지 않아요. Right? Written form. Or 저는 수영을 못해요. 저는 수영을 하지 못해요. Right? You guys remember that? So let's apply here. 지 않다. 지 않다. Anyone can try it? Are you guys there? 지 않다. Let's use that one. So, speak, am, and then not, right? Or not. Yeah, either or, right? So what we're gonna be? 저는 한국어로 same thing. 말하다, right? 말하다. plus 고 있다. plus 지 않다. Thing is, 않다. The thing is, it can be switchable. It can be, it can be switched, right? So you can also say 말하다 plus 지 않다. Let me just copy paste it. It's annoying to write it every single thing. There we go. 말하다 지 않다. And then 고 있다. So why can we switch around? Because it just totally depends on what you emphasize into, right? So here. 저는 한국어로 말 안 하고 있어요. Right? That was a spoken form. 저는 한국어로 말하지. So take it away, right? 다 as well. Take away. All same thing. Take it. Remove it. Okay. 말하고 있지. So we just need to say everything here, right? 있지 안 tense. So 않아요. 말하고 있지 않아요. Okay. This one as well. So here. And then 말하고 actually, 말하고, 말하지, right? 말하지 않고 있어요. Does it make sense, guys? So it can be a little bit confusing as we actually had the same issue before, right? 말하고 있지 않아요. So you're more focusing on the last part. So not. I am not speaking right now. Okay? That's this sentence. 저는 한국어로 말하고 있지 않아요. And if you say 저는 한국어로 말하지 않고 있어요, then I am not speaking right now. Does it make sense? So there are a slight difference between these two, right? 말하고 있지 않아요. 말하지 않고 있어요. Okay? So this one is a little bit more written over spoken. Okay? 말하고 있지 않아요. Written, 말하지 않고 있어요. I am. So 있어요 is the same thing, right? 고 있어요. So yeah, it's a bit more spoken form, this case, right? 저는 한국어로 말을 안 하고 있어요. 저는 한국어로 말하고 있지 않아요. 저는 한국어로 말하지 않고 있어요. Switchable. Okay. 좋아요. Any questions, guys? Otherwise, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna teach you one more thing, and then we will, we will do chit chat time. Okay. So, what we were gonna do is can. We already know it. Some of you guys already know, I guess. Can plus verb, right? We already learned how to say cannot, right? 못. Can is a bit different, that's why. 을 in the bottom, that's bottom consonant, right? 을 수 있다. 을 수 있다, right? 을 수 있다. 을 수 있어요, right? I can do it. Let's actually just say this one. In Korean, well, do it, that's it. It's not really necessary, it's obvious, right? So, 저는 하다 plus can, so 하다, 할 수 있어요. So as you can see here, we are merging 할 수 있다 with infinitive form. 할 수 있어요. Okay? 을 수 있어요. Let's try to say, I can drink milk fast. I can drink milk fast, right? Fast. What is fast in Korean? 빨리. 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 빨리, 빨리, 빨리. Right? So, how do we say? This one I think is doable for you guys. What do you think? Can you try? I can drink milk fast. Actually, maybe cook will be easier, isn't it? To make much more sense, right? I think everyone can drink milk fast. I can drink milk fast. What was it? I will wait for you guys. Which one we're gonna be? I can drink milk fast. Anyone? Hello, guys. You there? I can drink milk fast. That's the essential basic verb. We learned this one from the day one, right? We learned this one quite a while ago as well, right? Essential verb. So, 나츠라 씨, you have a space issue again, right? 좋아요, 잘했어요, 나츠라 씨. 저는 find the subject first. 저는 and then object. So because fast, I used to say do this backward, right? However, fast is adverb, right? So that it usually goes well with right before the verb, right? So 저는 우유를 빨리 drink 마시다 마실 수 있어요. That's totally fine. Yeah, I understand now. Don't worry. 저는 우유 모니샤 씨 우유 is milk. 좋아요. 저는 우유를 빨리 마실 수 double S in the bottom, so it requires another circle, right? So that you have to put 있어요. Because it어요, tough to pronounce. So the double S in the bottom, it travels to the next one. Okay. 있어요. 저는 우유를 빨리 마실 수 있어요. Okay? Let's try one more. He can, let's say he can read an article. Like, he can read the article. Like, we don't really put these things, right? He can read the article in Spanish. Let's try this one. He can read article in Spanish. Anyone? So find the subject first all the time, right? Subject first. 그는 What is article in Korean? 기사. Of course, it's a 뉴스 기사, right? 뉴스 기사. So 그는 in Spanish, well, how do we say Spanish language? Spanish language. What was it, guys? What do you think? Spanish, 스페인어. Very good. So 그는 스페인어, Spain the country, in all language, right? 스페인어 in Spanish. So we need the preposition of 로, right? 스페인어로 기사를, 뉴스 기사를, let's just put 뉴스 there as well. 뉴스 기사를 object particle, right? 그는, so here subject particle, that's in here, right? 를 object particle. Read. What was read in Korean, guys? Read. I can read. He can read. 그는 article. 모니샤 씨 switched. So in Spanish, not in is not affecting article. In is affecting the Spanish, yeah? So 스페인어로 뉴스 기사를. So that's the object, right? Subject, verb, object, right? So 뉴스 기사를 잘했어요, by the way, 모니샤 씨. One extra thing. 읽다, right? 읽다. And then it requires L in the bottom, but it's already occupied, right? So that we have to make another syllable. That's why we can't just leave it empty. So that circle and to replace it, right? 읽을 수 있어요. 그는 스페인어로 뉴스 기사를 읽을 수 있어요. Does it make sense, guys? Okay. So it was not too bad, right? So, and then by the way, can, yes, we actually learned of 할 수 있다 now, and then cannot. What was it? Can't. So I can't do this thing. So basically we say 못, right, for spoken way, and then of course this way as well. 있다. What's the opposite of 있다? We can actually say cannot, can't do something. 을 수 없다, right? 없다. We can also use 없다, 없어요. 일 수 없어요. 저는 밥을 빨리 먹을 수 없어요. 저는 잠을 일찍 잘 수 없어요. 저는 전화를 오래 할 수 없어요. 없다. Correct, 사프라 씨? So, 할 수 없어요. 없어요. The S sound goes next when, for the pronunciation, right? 없어요. 할 수 있어요. 할 수 없어요. Does it make sense, guys? How was it? It's quite simple. 수 없어요. And then if you're using 수 없어요, it sounds a little bit serious. For example, I can't really swim, so think about it. 저는 수영 못해요. It sounds just very casual. No, I can't swim, right? But if I say 저는 수영하지 못해요, the other format, right? The written form. 저는 수영하지 못해요. Then maybe I have some permanent issue. Maybe it sounds like it, right? 저는 수영하지 못해요. Like maybe I hurt my legs, or maybe I just have a fear, or you know. And if somebody say 저는 수영할 수 없어요, 저는 수영할 수 없어요, then maybe it's a bit more temporary than 지 못해요, right? So it feels like it. That's how I feel like it. Okay. So 수영할 수 없어요. 저는 수영할 수 없어요. 저는 수영할 수 없어요. I can't really swim right now. Kind of feeling. Like it's not always has a meaning of now. However, it's more temporary. 안녕하세요, 모하메드 씨. Okay, does it make sense? So 할 수 있어요, 할 수 없어요. 갈 수 있어요, 갈 수 없어요. Right? 저는 다른 도시에, 다른 different 도시에 city. I can't go to different city. So 저는 다른 도시에 갈 수 없어요. Yes, it's a kind of temporary, isn't it? So 저는 다른 도시에 갈 수 없어요. I can't really go to another different cities. 저는 다른 도시에 갈 수 없어요. Okay? Does it make sense? All good? I'll take some questions, guys, before we move to another streaming. I'm gonna open up another streaming, alright? So please join there. We're gonna have a chit chat in Korean if you want to. I mean, we have a guest. 손님 있어요 오늘. So yeah, we're gonna speak to her as well. We're gonna test how much we can understand stuff, yeah, with what we've been learning together. Oh, I'm so glad that you enjoy it. Yes, 모하메드 씨 감사해요. Yeah. So, well, I mean, technically, these lessons I am also teaching privately, and this is what I've been teaching for almost 10 years. Yes. So, yeah, so, and then I don't know how much I'm going to continue, but because there are some people who's actually paying for the lesson, unfortunately, but maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it, but yeah, but everyone is also watching it together as well anyway, so, and also they know my purpose of doing this, so I'm sure they understand, and hopefully you guys also can enjoy it as well. Oh yeah. Are you talking about my lessons are too long? It can be a bit long, yes. Yeah, but I'm trying to make it as short, so I need to just edit in between and then republish it again, I guess. But at the moment, I just really have no time to go through all those things, so unfortunately. So yeah, cannot. Actually, by the way, one more tip, by the way, it's not really tip, one more thing. You can use the tense inside. Yeah, I couldn't as a past tense of can, right? So I can or I could do something, right? Okay, Safurashi has a question. In case if can't do anything because of the reason, shall I use 못하다? Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, like everything is usable, right? 전 못해요, or 수 없어요, or 지 못해요. That one, of course, it just has a meaning of cannot do something, right? But there are slight different feelings in there, right? Because again, as I mentioned in another video, that Koreans have been improved, like Korean language has been improved by mouth to mouth, right? So that of course there's a lot of different feelings inside, difference, like, you know, like, oh, because you know. So actually that's actually one of the thing that, like, one of the reason why Korean can be a bit difficult, right? Actually sometimes not possible to watch full video. Yeah, exactly, it's a bit too long, isn't it? So yeah, I'm trying to edit it eventually in the future, right? But actually, by the way, if you watch the other videos that I streamed before, there's a starting time, right? And then, you know, you can just watch it through, and then there are certain points that I end the lesson, like now. So that's about it, okay? So again, 할 수 있다, 할 수 있어요, 할 수 없어요, 할 수 있었어요, past tense, 할 수 없었어요, past tense, right? 할 수 있을 거예요, I will be able to. 할 수 있을 거예요, 할 수 없을 거예요, I won't be able to. Okay? 할 수 있을 거예요, 할 수 없을 거예요. 저는 여행을 할 수 없을 거예요. 저는 크리스마스에 여행을 할 수 없을 거예요. For example, right? Or 저는 for example, 저는 러시아어로 말할 수 없을 거예요. Of course, because I can't speak Russian, right? For example, 저는 밥을 먹을 수 없을 거예요. I won't be able to eat, right? 을 수 없을 거예요, future tense, will not be able to. I'll write it down here for you. 을 수 없어요. So you can switch around. 없어요, 있어요, 없어요, same thing, but I'll just play with the 없어요, okay? 없어요 as present. 을 수 없었어요, couldn't, as a past tense. Right, let me actually change this one. I mean, move it a bit this way. 을 수 없어요, 을 수 없었어요, and then 을 수 bottom. 을 수 없을 거예요. Alright, 을 수 없어요, I can't do it. 을 수 없었어요, I couldn't do it. 을 수 없을 거예요, I won't be able to do it. Okay, so that's couldn't. And then this one, I can't do it. Okay, that's the format that you have to remember to apply, right? I think that 나스라씨 said, I think that I won't be able to. 할 수 없을 것 같아요. No, 할 수 없을 것 같아요 is another grammar. 을 것 같아요 is like, it seems like. So it seems like I can't do it. It seems like I can't do it. 을 수 없을 것 같아요. So it's a bit different, right? 을 수 없을 것 같아요. So 을 것 같아요 is the one that I actually don't really teach at this moment, but because we have a question, 을 것 같다. That's another grammar, right? That one seems like, right? Seems like, look like, whatever, like seems like, feels like. 을 것 같아요 is more, it's an indirect way of speaking. Koreans love to say indirectly. We don't really say directly all the time. Like, we say indirectly too much sometimes. 을 것 같아요. But we also can be very direct in terms of, you know, saying something, like in general, like when you, for example, when I'm in Korea, I'm actually, you know what, let's talk about this one in chit-chat time, okay? So 을 것 같아요 seems like, so if you put it 을 수 없을 것 같아요, it seems like I can't do it. 을 수 있을 것 같아요, it seems like I can do it. Does it make sense? Alright guys, so 좋아요. Thank you for joining today. And I'm gonna open another streaming, guys. And so yeah, if you want to have just general chit chat, I'm gonna talk about this Korean the culture difference a little bit, or like a, well, not difference, right? Korean culture a little bit about the indirect speech, right? Yeah, so see you guys there, right? Sakura-shi, thank you for such a great lesson. I'm always getting hungry after studying with you because I'm always saying that I'm hungry, right? I'm so starving at the moment. I didn't eat anything and it's already 1:30 and I woke up at 8 today. Yeah, it's a bit sad. And then also I have another lessons like from 3 till midnight today. Yeah, but yeah, my sister is going to be your fan. Ah, lovely. Thank you, Mohammed 씨. 저는 문화, which verb are you trying to do? And then 없을 거예요. 모니샤 씨, the spelling 없을 거예요, not 없을 거예요, right? It all is on J, keyboard J, where the J is, right, in English. 없을 거예요. Okay. Well, it was really, really helpful. Oh, thank you for enjoying my lesson, 아스라 씨. 좋아요. And then 모하메 씨, she's also watching your video. Oh, great. Welcome, by the way. So yeah, so today's lesson, this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you guys for watching. 만날 수, yeah, there we go. 모니샤 씨, 만날 수, 만나다 plus L, right? Take away 다, put L in the bottom. 만날 수 없을 거예요. Surabi 씨, thank you for the great lesson. This was my very first lesson. Thank you for joining today, and I hope to see you next. I'm not fully sure like what we're gonna do next weekend because it's a part of Christmas weekend, and that was my very, very first time taking the day off since March. Actually, like I haven't taken that much break, like 5 days straight. So I'm not fully sure if I would do it or not, but we'll see. Okay. 네, 감사해요. 미에, so it's Maya, was it Maya or I don't remember. But 미에, that's your nickname. 미에 씨 반가워요. 고마워요. Thank you so much. And yeah, I know. Maybe I will just, because it's chit chat, I will just do my own thing while we talk, right? So I was thinking of knitting while we were talking, actually. So we'll see. Yeah, stay safe as well for you. Perfect. All right, lovely guys. So I'm gonna open another streaming. So please join if you'd like to. Okay. And 다음 시간에 봐요. See you next time. Okay. Actually, I'm supposed to look here. I keep forgetting. I just keep reading it. All right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I hope it's not a big injury. It seems okay. We'll see how it goes. All right. Thank you so much for your time, guys, for participate today, and see you next weekend. Hopefully, maybe not the next weekend. That's also my birthday. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. All right. So see you in the streaming. All right. Another streaming. 안녕히 계세요. Bye bye. How can I turn it off? There we go. Bye, guys.